are looking live at SEC Fanfare festivities outside the Georgia Dome at the Georgia World Congress Center. Welcome to SEC TV. I'm Virgil Looneyquest.
And I'm RP McMurphy. We're gearing up for another big-time SEC battle in this year's Southeastern Conference Championship game. Although this season's matchup is twice as special, as it is almost certainly a play for the national championship game as well.
That's right. This year's matchup features Coach Urban Cryer's Florida Gators versus Nick Saban's best in the West Crimson Tide, #1, undefeated.
This will surely be an all-out battle on the gridiron. So let's take a look at our two title teams and their keys to winning the game.
We'll start with the undefeated #1 Crimson Tide. Nick Saban has certainly turned this team around in just his second year as Alabama coach. Last week's 36-0 shellacking of the Auburn Tigers has set up the Tide for a run at the SEC title and the national championship.
The Crimson Tide are led by senior quarterback John Parker Wilson, who has paid his dues starting for Alabama since his sophomore year. This season, he's led Alabama to an average of 32 points per game.
Offensively, also keep an eye on number 38, Glenn Coffey, who has rushed for well over 1,000 yards this season and averages more than 6 yards per carry.
The Tide also boast one of the stoutest defenses in the land. They lead the league in scoring defense, allowing only 11.5 points per game. The question will be, can they contain the Golden Boy and the explosive Florida offense?
Speaking of Florida's offense, Tim Tebow, who enjoys circumcising Filipino children in the offseason, is leading the Gators to another good year and averaging a small 46 points per game.
And he's not the only playmaker Florida has on its roster, with Percy Harvin sidelined with a hangnail. Others will have to step up and lead this offense. Nevertheless, it will be tough to tame.
Defensively, the Gators are just as tough, allowing only an average of 12 points per game and leading the league in interceptions, although their competition has been relatively weak this year.
It's going to be a great game, and I can't wait to see who comes out on top.
Only time will tell, and our time is up. So what's your prediction, Mr. McMurphy?
McMurphy says Alabama 32, Florida 28.
I say Crimson Tide 34, Gators 23. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.